Yeah, no, it was a good score to post for sure. I didn't get off to the best of starts and was kind of scraping around some pars on the front nine, but had a nice few swings there on coming in to kind of finish a little stronger. And yeah, like I said, very happy to shoot that number with the way I kind of started off the day.
There's a lot of guys on the board, as there always are here, chasing that first win. You've got yours. Does that free you up a little bit, or are you?
Well, I am looking for my first win, so yeah, I'm one of those people.
I think you won.
So,
I don't know why I thought that.
But yeah, no, I mean, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I think trying to win a PGA Tour event's a great spot to be in, and I can't wait for my tee time tomorrow.
Well, you had some experiences last year.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And so, what do you take from that into tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, being in that position, definitely. At least I know, I'm not going to necessarily be all that comfortable, but that's a good thing. That's kind of where I want to be. So, to go out there and feel some nerves from it will be fun, and I kind of know what I'm getting into. So, hopefully, I'll kind of play a little better this time.
Does that mini tour experience come into play at all
yeah, for sure. Winning mini tour events, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you still feel the same nerves. They're probably a little bit heightened out here with so much at stake. But yeah, I mean, you still want to win, and going through those feelings and those swings is something you could definitely lean on.
Eric was eagle at 17.
Yeah, it was great. I hit a drive that went straight, but I didn't really hit it all that well, and was pretty far back and hit a great 3-wood. So to kind of stay close to Davis to where I'm not starting too far behind tomorrow is definitely important. So that was very welcome.
Eric Coltrip, perhaps one of the more underappreciated journeys to get to the PGA Tour. You heard one of the questions about all the mini tour success. He has ties to Orlando, going all the way back to his early days in junior golf playing at West Orange Country Club. But now as a PGA Tour Rookie of the Year, a guy in his mid-30s, what does he need to do, tap into to sort of say, all right, this is just an 18-hole mini tour event, even though we know it is completely different?
Well, I just think he needs to keep doing what he's doing. He is all around so solid right now, and parts of his game are finding the form that we saw on a more consistent basis last year than this year. But, I mean, he's really turned into the Rookie of the Year that is delivering. This is a very common thing. Players will go and have some sort of training aid that gets them back after a round into their fields that they're trying to do. This is one, keeping your forearms together so that you keep the spacing and the width in your golf swing. It's a wonderful little device. But when you look at what he did today putting-wise, that will be the determinant for me tomorrow. I think he's going to hit the ball well. You look at his strokes gained tee to green this week. He's sitting in 6th, so he's going to give himself chances. Can he convert? And can he deal with the nerves? The good news for him is he's been in this situation several times. He's had chances to win last year and didn't quite get it done, didn't quite play as good as he wanted. But I think if the putter is as hot as it was today, when you look at his putting, he was 3rd in strokes gained putting in the 3rd round, much better than round 2. That putter will determine whether Eric Cole gets that first win. But, again, you go to his DNA. Bobby Cole, his dad, won the British Amateur, and of course Laura Ball, his mother. He's got DNA. He's got golf in his DNA, and both those players, both his mom and dad, know how to win golf tournaments, and Eric does too. We'll see if he can get it done tomorrow.
Yeah, and his DNA fits a lot of previous winners of the John Deere Classic, making this their first ever victory on the PGA Tour. When you see a guy shoot 64 on Saturday, right in the mix, and he said sometimes it's a thought, it's a feel. What, if anything else, is he trying to achieve here after his day's done, realizing that his game probably is in a really good spot?
Yeah, I mean, maybe with that club he hit a couple of shots he didn't like. I mean, there are always, no matter what you shot, if there's some things that you're not real comfortable with going into the next round, you want to go clean those up just a little bit. But he's not going to spend a lot of time here. This is going to be just a little bit of maintenance, making sure that he's, confident, going to dinner, going to get some sleep, and when he comes out tomorrow, just going through the checklist and trying to stay present. And that's what we all try to do on the PGA Tour. There's tons of distractions to pull you from it, but you'll see this from a lot of players. If they hit a couple of shots they didn't like, even guys that shoot 64, I guarantee you there were a couple of shots that Eric was like, you know, I could have done that better. I could have done this better. So you go clean that up just a little bit. But the swing to me right now looks beautiful. The club is outside his hands. And I remember I got to know Bobby Cole a little bit in the late 90s in Orlando when he was out at Orange County National teaching for Phil Ritson. And Bobby always used to tell me the secret is being able to hit a draw with the club head outside your hands coming down. And Eric does exactly that. So like father, like son, we'll see if he can hit that controlled draw all day tomorrow and maybe draw in a John Deere trophy.
Eric Cole squarely in the conversation with 18 holes to go in the Quad Cities. 2 shots off the pace. Tied for second. Going to be a fun watch. Not only keeping our eye on Eric tomorrow,